Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to work on our Principles of Design project. With this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the sections of your paper and how to create the letters for the center. This is very similar to the Elements of Art project part 1, so if you know what to do, you do not need to watch this video. You can skip to the next one. But for those of you who did not watch the first Elements of Art video, then you'll want to stick around and watch this one. So I'm going to start with my blank piece of paper here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this paper here. And so I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to measure it. And it's about 12 inches. So I'm going to find the center of that, which is 6, and I'm going to make my mark. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing down at the bottom. So the bottom, again, is 12 inches, so half of that is 6. So I'm making my mark at the 6. Now that I have this, it's just in the lighting, I'm going to go ahead and make my sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to go from the center point here all the way to this corner. So I'm going to hold my ruler. One end I'm going to line up here to where this line is, and the other one I'm going to take it to this corner. So I'm going to hold it like this. It's going to be a diagonal. To make sure my ruler doesn't move, I'm going to hold with one hand, hold the ruler with one hand, and draw with the other hand, like this. Now I have a diagonal. I'm going to do the same thing from this end to this corner right here. I'm going to line up my ruler. It's at the top and to the corner. Hold with one hand and draw with the other. And now I have the top half. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to connect my ruler down at the center point that I made here to the corner. So I'm basically just making a big triangle. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Now I have my section set up. Okay, now I'm going to put the title here, Principles, because we're doing the Principles of Design. I recommend doing this in pencil first to make sure that you spell it right. I'm going to start by just spelling it out in regular letters. Okay, and I tried to space it out so it's kind of in the center. And now that I have that, now I can go around, just go around my letters that I made with my lines. And this is going to turn them into bubble letters. Can you make your text more fancy than this? Of course. But this is just an easy way if you don't know how to make bubble letters. Notice it's getting a little off-centered. Now that I have that, I can go ahead with my Sharpie and outline only the letters. Make sure you spell principles right, because this is the principles, that is the correct way when we're talking about the principles of design. If you spell it with P-A-L at the end, that's the principle like out of school. So make sure that you're spelling this right. You do not need to go ahead and outline that. These lines, you don't need to do that. If you want to, you can, but that's fine. And then what you're going to do is take your eraser and you're going to erase the pencil marks that are in the lines. Don't erase these lines. We need these. Go ahead and do that, and I'm going to erase that. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create some of the different examples.